my YouTube channel. My name is Penny. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much for the support. Hey, by the way, you people have supported me so much. For the new subscribers or for the newcomers, if you have not subscribed, please hit that red button on your right to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a bell, there's a bell there next to it. Click on it so that you get notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, today I want to show you how I bake a cake using my standing cooker that has an oven, and this cooker does not have a temperature regulator. So I'm going to show you how I bake at the right temperature until my cake is done. That cake will not burn, and it won't overcook, it won't undercook. It will cook just right at the right temperature. I'm going to show you all the basics that you need for you to achieve a well-baked cake without necessarily having a temperature regulator on your oven. You don't have to fear using your standing cooker oven just because it doesn't have a temperature regulator. So without further ado, let us get into the process. Okay, now, if you are new here and this is your first time watching my video, so this is my cooker. Is the cooker I'm talking. Oops. Okay, so as you can see, this is the cooker I'm talking about. For those who have watched my previous videos, I've seen this. You can see there's no temperature regulator. This is the timer. This is the timer. It's not the temperature regulator, and the rest are burners and the oven and grill. Okay, so first things first. So I don't know if you can see this. Okay, that way. So as you can see, my oven does have 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4 steps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place my wire rack at the second position. At least it will be raised. This is what I mean. So I'm going to place it here, right there. Let me turn it. Yeah, that way. So my wire rack is at the second step from the bottom, and then so you see this is an oven thermometer. So this will help me regulate the oven temperature, since my oven doesn't have a temperature regulator gauge. So I'm going to place this right here at the center. I'm going to place it right there at the center. So before I light the oven, I'm going to light the oven from here. Before I light the oven, I'm not going to use the bottom and the upper flames. I'm only going to use the bottom flame to bake my cake. So what I'm going to do is, before I light the oven, I'm going to prepare my cake batter. No, I'm going to prepare my baking tin, and then light the oven, and then prepare the batter and place it inside the oven. I'm going to use a 7-inch sufuria. This is just a normal cooking pot. So I'm going to oil this. I'm going to grease this, then dust it with flour before I put the butter in. Okay, so now I've everything ready. I've dusted my baking pan, and all my ingredients are ready. So now it's time for me to light the oven and preheat it while I'm mixing the batter. So I'm not going to go into the details about the ingredients here, because these ingredients is somebody else's creation, and I promised never to give it out to anyone. So if you want me to do a recipe for you, a different one from this one, comment down below, let me know. I'll come up with something good, but not somebody's creation. I'm going to light the oven. So I've lit the oven, and I'm going to place it. There's somewhere I had marked here. I don't know if you can see. I mostly put it there. So I'm going to let it preheat. There is the oven thermometer. It is at 0. So I'm going to preheat it. I'm going to preheat it to 180 degrees. So while the oven is preheating, I'm going to mix up my butter off camera. Then I'll show you when I'll place the butter in the oven. Okay, now the temperature of my oven is at 200 going to 210 degrees Celsius. That is, it's at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Oops, sorry. So I'm going to place the butter inside the oven. Now that I'm done, I've done everything, and I'm going to reduce that heat a little. So when I open this oven door, the temperature will decrease up to 160, depending on how long I'll leave the oven door open. Okay, now the batter that I have prepared, is for a 1 kg cake. I've already told you the wideness of the pan I'm using, the sufuria. So the depth also I'm going to show you. So the depth of the baking pan is 3.5 inches. So let's put the butter inside the oven. So you have to be fast with this. So notice where I'm placing the pan, not so far away, because the temperature farthest there is higher. It's not 200, it's more than 200 degrees Celsius. So I'm placing it in the middle so that it doesn't get burnt. So I'm going to bake this cake at 180 degrees for 45 minutes. So as you can see, for those who don't have a thermometer, an oven thermometer, you see that is the lowest, that is the low point of my oven. So I'm going to place it somewhere there, somewhere here. That is where I'm going to bake that is the temperature I want to bake the cake with. So I'm going to bake it at that point. Another thing that I wanted to add on that is my oven, my standing cooker oven does not have a fan. So I don't know if the gas, because mine is a complete gas oven, it's a complete gas standing cooker. So that means that my oven uses gas. So I don't know if it's all the gas variety that doesn't have a fan. But all I know is that most of the electric oven, standing cooker oven, do have a fan. So when you light up the oven, the fan distributes the heat evenly inside the oven. So in this case, the oven does not have a fan. So what I do is I push my standing cooker a little bit in front, so there's air circulation, but still the temperature at the farthest end of the oven will still be high, because even with the air circulation, it's not that much, but it's good to just do it. Maybe there'll be a difference, I don't know, but I do that. What I don't do is that I don't push my butter far away at the farthest end of the oven. No, I don't do that, because I know when I've set the temperature at 200 degrees and the thermometer is in front, it's at the door point. If you could have, if you saw that the temperature, when the temperature says it's 200 degrees Celsius, it means at that point. So if I happen to put the thermometer at the farthest end, it will give me a different figure. It will say maybe more than 200 degrees Celsius, because the heat, there's no fan that circulates the heat in the oven. I hope I made myself clear. I hope you've gotten that. So if you find that you've placed, in most cases when you are baking cupcakes or muffins, you know the pan, you won't be able to to control that, because the pan there's those that go farthest to the end, so those always get a little bit burnt. So what you do is to reduce the heat. If the recipe calls for 200 degrees, reduce the heat to 180, 160, so that the temperature at the farthest end matches with the temperature required. Okay, now what you do when you're baking what I always do when I'm baking cupcakes or muffins, I usually give it some time, and then after some time I open the oven door, turn the tray, so that the cupcakes don't get burnt and they cook all at the same time. I hope I've made myself clear. The cake is ready. Don't know if I can give you, the lighting does not give it the desired look. So there it is. It's not burnt, but I left it a little more time. I gave it a little more time. I think I never had the timer set off, So the cake is here, and that is how you bake a cake in a gas oven.